once standing proudly as a fairy tale wedding venue nestled near the village of Clarencfield in Dumfries and Galloway. Comlongon Castle is now silent, its doors closed to the public, its halls abandoned. But even in its quiet, the stone walls whisper. For those who have stayed there, one name lingers more than any other: Lady Marion Carruthers, a noblewoman betrayed, confined, and, if legend holds true, still wandering the cold upper rooms in search of release. The story of Comlongon Castle is tied to the Carruthers family, who built the stronghold in the 15th century as both a home and a defensive bastion. The structure is imposing even now: thick sandstone walls, a tower house rising 4 stories into the grey sky, slit windows that once watched for invaders. Lady Marion Carruthers, the daughter of a noble family, is said to have been promised in marriage to a man she neither loved nor chose. Her heart belonged to another, a man without title or land, and for this betrayal of expectation, her guardians confined her to the castle's upper chamber, a narrow room with a single window overlooking the cold green moors. Some accounts say she was imprisoned there for months. Others say she was kept only a few days. But all agree on one point: she died there, her body found on the ground below after an apparent fall from the tower. Whether she jumped in despair or was pushed to preserve her family's honor, no one can say. The records are thin. The story survives through whispers. Her presence is most often felt in the upper floors of the tower, particularly in what was once used as a bridal suite during the castle's time as a hotel. Though lavishly decorated for modern guests, the suite always had a strange chill, no matter the season. Guests reported sudden cold bursts of air, as if someone passed right by them, flickering lights, even when the weather was calm and wiring checked, personal items falling, sometimes violently, a mirror crashing down despite being firmly mounted, champagne flutes tipping off tables. Most disturbingly, the sound of weeping, soft, choked sobs heard in the early hours, always from behind closed doors or at the end of empty hallways. One bride, staying the night before her wedding, was so shaken by the sense of someone in the room that she left the castle at 3 a.m., still in her dressing gown, refusing to return. Lady Marion is most often described as wearing a flowing white or pale grey gown, her face rarely seen clearly. A guest once spotted her standing at the end of a hallway, head tilted slightly, arms limp at her sides. As they approached, she stepped backwards into the stone wall and disappeared. Another report comes from a former night porter who claimed he saw a woman pacing silently in the courtyard. When he opened the door to call to her, she vanished mid-step, leaving only a faint impression in the wet gravel. Though the castle closed its doors as a hotel in the late 2010s, paranormal investigators still request private access, and several have reported strong activity. EMF meters spiked dramatically in Lady Marion's room. Cold spots are recorded, despite no airflow. EVP sessions have captured what some believe is a voice saying, "Please, let me go." Even now, caretakers report the occasional light flickering in a tower window, despite the castle being completely empty. Theories abound. Tragic suicide, a soul caught in the moment of her death, playing it over and over in sorrow. Injustice, a woman who was silenced in life and still seeks to have her story heard. Residual energy, the room where she lived and died was soaked in such despair that it imprinted a psychic echo onto the very stones. Others believe her presence intensifies during wedding seasons, when love, freedom, and choice filled the castle she never escaped. Her footsteps are more often heard during bridal parties, Some claim her reflection has appeared in ornate mirrors during ceremonies, always watching, never smiling. Though Comlongon Castle no longer houses guests, Lady Marion remains. Some say she wanders more freely now, no longer restrained by ceremony or crowds. On quiet nights, when the mist drifts in from the moor and the crows circle low, visitors walking the nearby path may see a faint shape in the high tower window. A white gown, a still figure, waiting, always waiting. Many thanks for treading this tale's dark path. If its chill gripped you, like, subscribe, and comment below.